Hello to you, good day. It's GotAUkulele, it's review day. This is the summary video review for the written review that's linked below. Do visit the website because you'll get a lot more detail, and do consider the Patreon. It helps me out. This is a first for this brand, and it's not quite your normal brand. My regular readers know that I wax quite lyrical about the importance of buying in specialist ukulele stores as opposed to the standard high street music shops, and there aren't many of those about. I'm a big fan of the specialist ukulele stores, small in number, and it's even nicer when those stores decide to release an instrument of their own in order to ensure that they're getting good quality and good value into the hands of their customers. I reviewed a few of those before from the likes of Southern Ukulele Store and World of Ukes, and this is the first one for this brand, and the store is called Duke of Uke in London, and they have released a range of their own models under the name of the Duke Ukulele Company. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold. Duke of Uke, London, really famous store, and they've had these out for a little while now. This is one of their newer ones, and it's a range of what they wanted to be affordable, good quality instruments. They're mainly laminates. There's one or two with solid tops, and they've just released a new range of what they call this Vintage Burst. This is the baritone scale version, so this is the DUBVB Vintage Burst from Duke Ukuleles. They also make these in soprano, concert, tenor, everything you want. And the Vintage Burst denotes that colour staining, which is to say that this is all made of mahogany laminate. The top is then stained dark, and then the middle is buffed out to give you this old-time look. It's a look I really like because I love instruments, guitars in particular, that look like this, like old Gibsons and the like. And that's what this reminds me of in baritone scale. It reminds me of a little vintage parlour guitar, and I'm absolutely taken with it. I think it's a single piece of laminate on the top. It's two-piece on the sides, two-piece on the flat back. It's finished in a satin with an open pore, and it's really nicely done, actually. I mean, if you're putting your name to your own thing, you make sure that they're half decent, don't you? And it is. I can't find any flaws with this at all. Decoration is subtle and, again, vintage in style. We've got this cream top binding and a cream sound hole rosette, which is a transfer. And I think it sets it off. I absolutely love the old-time look of this. That's a walnut slotted bridge with a straight-topped new-bone Graphtec new-bone saddle. It's a tie bar style, and that's pretty standard. And looking inside, it is really neat and tidy. Nice, simple bracing, but nice and thin. Notched linings, not a bit of mess anywhere. I also see the top of the instrument is pretty thin. Really, really resonant. That's good news. Everything about this I absolutely love, and in fact I've looked at it in the soprano and the concert scale as well. I like those as well. Something about this baritone though that reminds me of an old-time guitar, like I say. We have a mahogany neck. Being a baritone, there's lots more pieces than usual, so we've got 3 stacks here and a joint up at the headstock as well. It's a bit more rounded than I would like, but it's a really roomy 38mm up there and about 30mm between the bass and treble strings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 frets down to the body, 15, 16, 17, 18 in total. Fairly standard into a walnut fingerboard with a bit of end shaping here. It's edge bound with black strips, and that means that the fret edges are really, really tidy. This is a tidy instrument everywhere. Like that. Beyond that, Graphtec new bone nut, curvy shaped headstock, the Duke logo, simple cream transfer, but again, it's got a kind of old-timey vibe to it. The tuners are kind of Grover copies, open gears with small black buttons. They're all right, and I think remarkable. And all of this range come with Aquila strings, this being a baritone, D, G, B, E, the D and G strings are wound, which I don't really like. I will be changing the strings if it was mine. And here's the real deal to this. Baritone ukulele, yes, I know it's laminate, but it's a baritone ukulele. It's not a plain baritone. It's got this nice sunburst finish. It's got the binding. It's got the edge binding on the neck. £99 for a baritone. That's remarkable. And they also sort of do other deals, like beginner deals, where you can get it with a really nice padded gig bag like this one, and a tuner called a starter pack for really not a lot more money. Certainly pretty much throwing the bag at you for nothing, and that's a decent quality gig bag. The price on these is absolutely terrific. The build, as I say, is really good. I can't find anything wrong with it. I really can't find anything wrong with it. It's simple, but I like it. It's effective. I love the classy look. Sound-wise, all baritones tend to sound good, I find. It's quite easy to make a good baritone. It's got good sustain. Really good sustain. And good volume. It's a little bit generic, it's a little bit laminate, you can tell that. It's boxy, I wouldn't say it's characterful, but it's extremely fun. It's like a porch picker. I would change the strings, I don't like wound strings, but it's woody. Have a lot of fun with this. I do like the sustain. Yeah, my fingers are all over the place. I've got a bad cold. The DUBVB Vintage Burst Baritone from Duke of Uke in London, exclusively available to them. It's their instrument, that's the only place you're going to get it. I like Duke of Uke as a store, a lot of people do. They're a very old time name. It's good to see that they've now got an instrument of their own, and if their intention was to put out a good value instrument that was reliable, boy have they done that in spades. This is, I mean, £100 for a baritone that looks like this. Decent sound, decent intonation, decent setup, plays well, good volume, good sustain. You know, everyone should be buying one of these. This should be on your Christmas list. I'm probably a bit late for that, but there we are. Highly recommended. Really like this range. I will be back very soon. If Christmas is your thing and you're celebrating it, I hope you have a very good time over the next few days. Otherwise, I hope you have a good time over the next few days. Regardless, I'll be back in about a week. Something quite interesting coming your way. See you very soon. I'm going to have a whiskey.